Welcome to FNM TV. This is from FNM the week of 9/9. We got this coming up. Tom started off the game with a mulligan, going down to 6. He'll start off playing a colonnade. Apologize for the glare. Gordon will play his force for the turn. Those lovely full arts from Zendikar. Tom will start off with a preordain, looking through, keeping sword and blade hold, and Blade Splicer on top. Blade Splicer to the hand. He'll end up playing a Glacial Fortress and pass the turn on over to Gordon. Gordon will draw, play a second Forest, and go with a Green Sun Zenith for a 1. Fetching up a Birds of Paradise. Helping mana ramp that deck, what green does so well. Tom shuffling cards around, has a Phantasmal Image in his hand, and another Glacial Fortress, the Blade Splicer, and I'm not sure what else at this point. So while Gordon shuffles up, Tom debates his next move for his next turn. Gordon will pass it on over, and Tom will play his third land and end up dropping... Actually, I can't really tell what he dropped. Oh, for mana, he dropped the Phantasmal Image for mana, copying the birds. Hope you guys know bird is the word, just so you're all aware. The word of this FNM is bird. So Tom's going to tap 1, take 4 life, and kill off a Bird of Paradise, which has been a hefty little blocker for him, but stuff happens. He'll drop the Blade Splicer and get his 3/3 artifact token. We have a Phantom Hand coming out. Phyrexian Metamorph comes down for Gordon, copying the Blade Splicer. I really apologize for the glare. I didn't know it was going to be this bad at the beginning of the match. Typically, we just end up setting it up, making sure the mats line up, and then we go from there. I forgot from the recordings that we put it on the opposite side of viewing because it cuts out the glare entirely, which we won't have that issue again next week. Tom will play Gideon Jura. Gideon Jura will use his +2 ability to force all creatures to attack him next turn. And pretty good tap deck for Gordon there, grabbing that sword, giving him some protection. It doesn't really do a whole lot against the 3/3 artifact token. However, when he's a 5/5, it doesn't really matter all that much. But it looks like in this case he's going to go for a Garruk, which is an interesting choice, not terrible. But it depends on how the trades are for what you want to play. So he's going to add the mana to the pool, equip it on over to his currently... how would I call that? Blade Splicer? Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it is. The first strike will end up killing the Blade Splicer. And then 3 will come off Gideon Jura. A bit of a misplay. I should have strapped up the token, so the token would have gotten unscathed. Now Gideon Jura can just -2 if need be. So Tom drops a sword. I assume it's Feast and Famine. The Assassinate will probably come out and kill off that token, leaving Gordon with a bare board and Tom with free reign over this game if that happens. So I play sword and we'll equip it to the token. Correct play here. And that guy's probably going to go in for some damage. Also wanted to apologize, Gordon. I know you wanted to narrate this one for me, but I ended up uploading this to my computer, and the last option when you're uploading is, would you like to delete all this from your memory card? And I selected yes, not remembering at the time. So I do owe you a commentary. So don't worry, I got you on that one. But this game, I'm sorry, it really is a good match too. So Tom drops Hawks, gets more Hawks. Very, very hockey. Bird is indeed the word. So we'll play Dungrove Elder. Dungrove Elder is a 5/5. Yep, 5/5 +2/+2, so he's a 7/7 hexproof. If Gordon can survive a next onslaught, he might see some more Might see some life in order to stretch his game out. But we'll see. Protection from white and red, meaning he can get through everything except for the token and the Phantasmal Image copying the Birds of Paradise. He would need to do some serious board clearing at this point, which I'm not entirely sure is feasible. Gideon also animates next turn, but that isn't of any real consequence because damage is just going through. So Colonnade's activated and swung in. That's a lot of damage coming through. He'll discard a Garrick. I'm not entirely sure what the life totals are at this point, but I can't imagine you would be too high up in the life total. Definitely single digits on the low end. So he'll animate another Colonnade, or he'll play another Colonnade. He'll empty his hand out, so War and Peace won't net him any damage. And Gordon will scoop it up for the game. So that's game one. Gordon Wright will go down 0-1. Tom Smiley takes that first game. Cawblade doing what it does in typical fashion. And yeah, that's pretty good. So follow along with game two. That will be uploaded right with this one. You guys won't have to wait like you did for last week's segment with the IGL Invitational, myself against Daryl. But hey, we like that you're watching them. Check it out. Follow along, and we'll see you in the next one.